we're living in a brave new world because lots of change is happening both in the world of the consumer and in the world of technology. Let's first zoom in on the world of technology. When it comes to technology in today's age, I love this quote from Peter Diamandis. He says, "Change is constant and the rate of change is only increasing." Peter is a partner at Singularity University. And Singularity University is a business school for C-level people in Silicon Valley, where they study the impact of exponential technologies on business and society. When I say exponential technologies, I'm not talking about mobile or digital or all the things we are already using in our day-to-day lives nowadays. No, we are talking about the next wave of technology. We're talking about drones, robots, artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, all those kind of things that we know from science fiction movies, but that will soon, very soon, enter our lives. Why do we call them exponential technologies? Well, because those technologies become almost better by the day and almost cheaper by the day also to implement. This means that the expectation is that the adoption of these technologies will go with an exponential curve, meaning that it's all going very slow right now, but at a certain point, at a certain tipping point, it will go hyper fast. So, what's the problem for companies? Well, we all know that companies adapt slowly to change, especially to technological change. Look at how long it took before we adapted ourselves to the world of digital, to the world of mobile. Well, what's the problem? We need to be faster today. We need to be faster with implementing all those new technologies. And secondly, in the past it was only one technology coming at us. Now it's a whole bunch, a whole set of technologies, and there are many other challenges in the world around us today as well. So, just as an illustration, how fast technology will be adopted by consumers and should be also adopted by business is this one. How long did it take for a certain technology in the past to reach 50 million users? It took 75 years before telephone reached 50 million users. It only took, if you look at the other end of the spectrum, 35 days before a game was reaching 55 million users. So this is how fast it will go, and this is the speed by which we will need to act as businesses as well in the future. A final illustration is a little story told by an MIT professor, and he is actually explaining what is happening today. And he is using the story of the inventor of the game of chess who goes to the Emperor of India to ask for a reward. And I think what the movie shows, or what the story shows, is that we are a little bit incapable as human beings to envision how fast it will go, how fast all these new technologies will have an impact on business and on our lives. So what do we need to do if we want to survive and thrive in this new age of all those exponential technologies? I think we need to do three things. The first thing we need to do is we need to adapt to the change and to the speed of change especially. This means that we need to do more experiments because it will go so fast that we don't have the time to, when the technology is mature, to start playing with it. We already need to play with it when it's still immature. We need to experiment more. Experiment with all those new technologies and try to see and envision what they can do for our businesses. The second thing we need to do is about thinking about what will humans and machines do in organizations. Because in the future, there will be human-machine collaboration. So that means that for everything in your organization, you need to ask yourself the question, is this something a human should do, or is this something a machine should do? Repetitive tasks will go to robots and artificial intelligence systems, so that there is time left for the humans to work more on the added value tasks and to, for example, simply smile at consumers. And last but not least, it's about reinventing business models again in this new technological reality and in this new world of abundance.